The skin, oral disease and immunogenetics theme is one of 8 interconnected themes within our Biomedical Research Centre. My name's Nick Reynolds. It's a privilege to co-lead the skin and oral disease theme with Ms. Hanifa.
My name is Ms. Hanifa. I am the co-theme lead of the skin, oral disease and immunogenomics theme. You might wonder how the skin, oral disease and immunogenomics is related, but the skin and oral mucosa forms the largest barrier protecting our body from the external environment.
The skin and oral mucosa are interconnected with microbes which live naturally on the skin and within the mouth. And these microbes influence immunological and inflammatory reactions, and they may actually therefore either trigger or modify important diseases that we see.
And obviously, because it forms the external barrier to the environment, it is subject to climate, environmental pollutants, and is thus very important to understand how the skin responds to external environmental challenge. We undertake these studies using multiple technologies, including genomics technologies, and even at single cell resolution. And the whole idea is to understand how these tissues maintain health, what goes wrong in disease, and why the disease becomes incurable and chronic.
So we're fortunate to have this large research space which is open plan, and this means that as the researchers work at the bench, they're able to have conversations, develop new ideas.
I am the emerging leader in the skin, oral and immunogenomics theme of our Newcastle BRC.
Investigator at Newcastle University. I lead a laboratory on immune regulation.
I work as a clinical academic, so I have a role as a dermatologist where I look after patients who have familial cancer. Typically, these are individuals with melanoma that has gone through multiple generations, for example.
My research area is understanding how the immune system works, and I've done this for the past 18 years now.
I also work on rare diseases, so I have an expertise that is based on long-standing relationships with families in Newcastle where patients have had multiple skin tumours over the course of their life, and I've been involved in work to try to understand if there are treatments that we can develop for these individuals.
The immune system is very crucial for any sort of diseases. For example, any sort of long-term skin inflammatory diseases such as psoriasis, the immune system plays a very key role there.
One of the advantages of being in a BRC is the ability to work across different themes. My research area overlaps with researchers working in the neuromuscular and rare disease theme.
I have collaborations with the liver theme, where we are looking at immune system within liver cancer and how checkpoint therapies work in liver cancer and whether we can understand the immunobiology behind the process where they don't work in certain patients.
I have had the opportunity to lead projects across BRCs and also across disciplines that have allowed us to use cutting-edge transcriptomic and proteomic approaches to study what is happening at the level of single cells in skin tumours.
We have a collaboration with the aging theme. So understanding the aging immune system and then applying that to diseases such as liver cancer or melanoma or even psoriasis is something that we are passionate about.
We want to build a cohort of researchers that are going to continue this work for many years, and therefore training is absolutely essential.
We've got a strong track record of supporting their careers so that they can move through the career pathway towards independence.
Training is important not just for early career medical doctors, but for a range of allied health professionals. This includes nurses, physiotherapists, nutritionists, occupational therapists, and many others, because we need a holistic approach to the research, and this is how we will drive the best benefits for patients in clinic.
These days, most research is interdisciplinary, by which we mean that we bring experts from different specialties and interests together. This creates a really exciting environment that our researchers love to be part of. And this also means that they're trained in important skills such as coding and artificial intelligence that we think will be very important to the future of medical research in general.
Central to the delivery of our research mission is the culture. And within the culture is the importance of ensuring that our environment promotes equity, diversity, and inclusion. Why is that important? We need the best minds, we need the best ideas, and that only comes from having lots of individuals all working together, sharing their lived experiences and coming up with creative solutions. Patients are at the heart of our theme's research focus, and it is working with patients and the public that is going to enable us to make these transformative discoveries that will be translated to patient benefit.
This has been implicit in many of our studies over a number of years, but we've now been able to bring this together within our theme, collaborate with PPI representatives in other projects and within other themes across the BRC. And our patients are involved right from the beginning, so they influence the kind of research questions that we want to address. They're involved as the studies go forward, and they play a key role in disseminating the messages so that the public and the society in general understand what we're finding and its impact, as well as how this will influence future research agendas.
I've had the opportunity to shape the way our engagement activities have been delivered in our theme, and one example is the recent event we've had at the Catalyst. These opportunities allow patients and members of the public to attend and hear and ask about research that the BRC is involved in, and is an important opportunity for dialogue. In these conversations, we're able to think about what the public really wants out of our research funding and how we're best able to address their questions. And we always come away from these conversations inspired with new ideas to go forward with.